More than 100,000 Christians have escaped ISIS terrorists in the past year. Most are still scattered across the Middle East, but now there's a new proposal that could offer some a way out. Chris Mitchell brings us that story.
Christians in the Middle East face their worst situation in centuries. Human rights observers say the West must pay attention.
They need to know that Christians are facing genocide. They need to help these Christians. They need to help them with their prayer and with aid for them to leave.
After ISIS conquered Mosul and large areas of Iraq more than a year ago, thousands of Christians found refuge in Kurdistan, others in Jordan and Lebanon. They can't go back home and they can't work. Nina Shea leads the Center for Religious Freedom in Washington.
ISIS stripped them of all their property, and when they went into exile, they went into safe havens that will not give them residency status, that will not give them work authorization. So they have no money, so it's a very bleak picture.
Shea hopes teaming up with Hollywood producer Mark Burnett will make a difference.
We've decided that for some of the most needy cases, they need to leave. They need to start their lives over. They need to be resettled in countries that would give them work authorization, that would allow them to rebuild their lives.
They plan to resettle these Christians in comfortable surroundings.
For the Armenians, Armenia, they're Christian, of course. The Orthodox countries, we're looking at Orthodox communities, we're looking at Orthodox countries, you know, maybe Georgia, maybe Russia, maybe some places in Eastern Europe. For the Catholics, we're looking at, and Protestants, we're looking at the Western countries.
While the numbers are staggering, Shea adds that Christians face a greater danger.
Now, the difference with Christians is that underneath the conflict, they're not just running from a conflict, they're running from targeted persecution against them.
She calls on the church to not only pray, but to get involved.
The Church of the West and the free world, Latin America, needs to pray all the time. I mean, not just once a year, but pray every Sunday in congregation for these persecuted Christians. And if they can contact their political representatives and the candidates running for office to say the United States should take its share of Christians as well.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News.